Hi, welcome to our Indonesian language and culture class. Asking questions in foreign languages is always challenging. It also happens when you learn Indonesian. You need to remember that direct translation sometimes doesn't work when you make questions. That's why you have to know the concept of all question words to make natural questions. And today I'll be talking about two question words, apa and apakah. Apa literally means what, but the usage is not exactly the same as in English. In general, we use apa to ask about something. For example, apa ini? Apa itu? Or to ask about the existence of something. For example, ada apa di sana? Or apa yang ada di kulkas? And the question now is, in what context we have to say apa? We use apa when asking about explanation or definition. And the structure is like this. Apa itu? For example, apa itu rendang? Rendang adalah makanan Indonesia yang berasal dari Padang. Apa itu baju bodo? Baju bodo adalah pakaian adat dari Sulawesi Selatan. We use apa to ask about the name of something. For example, apa namanya tempat yang indah itu? Apa namanya tempat yang indah itu? Apa namanya makanan ini? Apa namanya makanan ini? You have to remember that we don't use apa for asking someone's name. We use apa only for asking the name of something. For people's name, we use siapa. For example, siapa namamu? We don't say apa namamu. So never say apa namamu because apa is only for the name of something. The other example is siapa namanya? We don't say apa nama dia because dia refers to someone. That's why we have to put siapa instead of apa. And there is a question, apa namanya? Apa namanya? And this question refers to the name of an object or the name of something. It never refers to someone. We use apa when asking about types, kinds, or variety of something. For example, you're asking someone when they're reading a book, and then you can say, what book are you reading? So this is the question, buku apa yang sedang kamu baca? Buku apa yang sedang kamu baca? And the structure is like this. Say the object or the thing you're asking about, then say apa after the object. For example, mobil apa, or buku apa, or baju apa. The most common mistake that foreign speakers say is like this. Apa baju, apa buku, or apa mobil. There are two ways of asking about types, genre, or variety of something. Let's take a look at these two sentences. Buku apa yang sedang dia baca? Buku apa yang sedang dia baca? Dia sedang membaca buku apa? Dia sedang membaca buku apa? When you put the object and apa in the beginning of a sentence, you have to put yang before saying the verb or the predicate. And then, if you don't want to say yang in your sentence, you have to put the object and apa at the end of the sentence. In casual conversation, we say apa to replace atau. For example, saya lupa dia minum kopi apa teh. Saya lupa dia minum kopi apa teh. And now let's move on to apakah. We use apakah to ask about a yes/no question. It is pretty simple compared to English. For example, apakah kamu suka makan durian? Apakah kamu suka makan durian? Apakah dia kakakmu? Apakah dia kakakmu? Apakah kemarin kamu ke bioskop? Apakah kemarin kamu ke bioskop? Apakah kamu bisa ke rumahku sore ini? Apakah kamu bisa ke rumahku sore ini? Apakah dia akan datang? Apakah dia akan datang? In casual conversation, it is a little bit tricky because most people often use apa to shorten apakah. For example, apakah kamu suka makan durian? Apakah kamu suka makan durian? In casual conversation, most people say like this. Apa kamu suka makan durian? Apa kamu suka makan durian? So, apa in this sentence is not what. That's why most foreign speakers make a mistake that they think apa in this sentence is what. And speaking of common mistakes, let me give you 3 sample sentences that cannot be translated into apa. What time is it now? What do you think the translation would be? What time is it now? So we say, jam berapa sekarang? Jam berapa sekarang? So we use berapa instead of apa. Next, what are your shoes size? What are your shoes size? What do you think the translation would be? We say, berapa ukuran sepatumu? Berapa ukuran sepatumu? The same as the previous sentence, we use berapa. And the last one is, what week pregnant women are not allowed to fly? What do you think the translation would be? Minggu keberapa ibu hamil dilarang naik pesawat? Minggu keberapa ibu hamil dilarang naik pesawat? From those 3 questions, we can say that when the expected answer is a number, the question word is not apa. We have to use either berapa or keberapa. And if you're interested to know more about berapa and keberapa, we have a video talking about it. Please do check that out. And I think that is it for today, and thank you so much for watching. Sampai jumpa.